Morning, guys and gals. Froggy here. This is my main panel on my house, and last night I couldn't get my TVs to come on, and it turns out, long story short, I traced it back to I think this circuit breaker is bad. It feels weird. It's loose. Sorry, I'm out of frame. It's loose. It doesn't snap the way it's supposed to snap. See how that one snaps? See that? See this one? It will barely stay in that position. So anyway, I think this is shot. A side story. Yesterday when I was putting up this new light over here, that security light right there, I did it hot, which I shouldn't have done. I suggest to you guys always turn your circuits off. Anyways, I did it, and I got a shock while I was up on the ladder, and it was no big deal. But I'm wondering if that shock somehow traveled through the electrical system of the house and somehow did something to this breaker. Now, ordinarily, all that will happen is that it trips the breaker, and then you just reset the breaker and it's fine. But this one just feels wrong, and I can't get one of the circuits in the house to come on. Now, the other funny thing is it's not the same circuit as what that light's on, because the light works and everything on this circuit does not work. So go figure that out. I'm not sure. Maybe it was that. Maybe the little security lights on that circuit. I'm not sure. Anyway, I'm going to do this hot. Don't recommend it to you guys, but you just disconnect those two wires. Now, I want to keep all my wires oriented the same because I have names on the outer panel about where they go. So, white wire goes to the top of the new circuit breaker. So we're just going to disconnect those two wires. That's the hot side over there. So you don't want to get near that. You would probably be dead. So you got to be very careful doing this. And then this just kind of swings out, I think. I'm going to need two hands definitely to do this. Okay, so I had to get a screwdriver with a smaller blade because I couldn't turn the screw around in that small area there. So I got them backed out, and I took some needle nose pliers, also insulated, and I got those two wires out of the way. White one on the top. They're both red, but the red with the white spot on the top. Sorry, out of frame. Red with the white spot on top, red on the bottom. Now this comes out, you pull this side out, and it kind of latches in there. So I'm going to need two hands to do that. See that? Those two pieces of metal coming together, that's what you're disconnecting on this side that goes up against the bus. That's called a bus. Okay, so just as I described, I hooked it on that side, and then I shoved it pretty hard down there to make the contact. So this is live now. It's turned off, but that's live now. And you might have to just play around with it a little bit to make sure that that part right there is hooked where it's supposed to be hooked. So now we can put the two wires back on. This is looking good because that light was out and now it's on. So let's just see what happens with this TV. Okay, looks like we are back in business here, and just got to get that other TV back online in the kitchen and the office and a couple other places. Anyway, woohoo! It worked. Okay, the office TV is working also. There was a delay while the main receiver had to send to the sub receiver in this on this receiver for this TV. I had to download data and reset data and blah blah blah. Anyway, that took a couple minutes, but now it's working. One more to go in the kitchen.